Hello students, welcome to today's session on meaning and objectives of financial statements. So, before we start with this topic, let me give you a brief idea about what exactly are financial statements. Though you would have studied all these in earlier classes, especially in class 11, but just a small idea. That is basically financial statements are the end product of accounting process. These are the outcome of summarizing process of accounting and therefore the source of information on the basis of which the company's management is going to make conclusions regarding the profitability and financial position of the company. And therefore, these are very important statements and need to be arranged in a proper form with suitable content so that shareholders and other users of the financial statements can easily understand them, use them in their economic decision. Okay, now let us talk about the meaning of financial statements or what meaning actually comes out from this. Okay, so yeah, as I just now told you, financial statements are the official reports which provide a complete, snapshot of the company's financial performance over a specific period and its financial position at a specific point in time. Now, when I say specific period, see, from accounting perspective, if we see, there is no thumb rule that this particular period will be, say, a specific period. It can be one day, it can be 1 month, it can be a quarter, it can be half an year, or it can be the complete year. But for convenient purposes, usually company follow the period of one accounting year. Right now, here in our country, as we see, one accounting year is the same as one fiscal year. That is starting from the first day of April of the first calendar year and ending at 31st day of the March in the second calendar year. So this flows to 2 calendar years. Then these statements include reports like income statement or profit and loss statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. So these are the three main reports in this. The income statement or profit and loss statement gives you a view or gives you an idea about the company's profitability, whether company is earning profit or is in the loss, right? Those things. Then balance sheet gives the idea about the wealth position of the company. Its current position of assets and liability. Then the cash flow statement, this talks about the uh, cash position of the company. That is, how much cash has been arrived, how much cash has gone out. So these statements communicate key financial information to external parties like investors, lenders, government authorities, as well as the internal management. All right. Now from this, we find out the objectives of financial statement. So majorly, this financial statement provide information for various decision making, right? And this is its primary objectives. And therefore, these statements are used by the investors, by the lenders, by the management. Investors use them to decide whether to invest or sell their stock. Lenders use them to assess credit worthiness of the company, and on that basis, they will decide whether to grant further loan to the company or not. Then management of the company will use these information to evaluate the performance of the company, identify the areas where improvement is required, and based on that they can make the strategic choices for the future of the company as well. Okay, then the next objective is to report on economic resources and obligations. So these statements show a company's assets, liabilities, equities, which provide insight into company's financial structure and health. Third objective is to assess earning capacity of the company, right? So basically, uh, they through these statements, the management of the company as well as the external, can say the stakeholders of the company, they get the company's revenues and expenses, uh, so as to understand its profitability and its ability to generate income. See, uh, you would be studying accounting ratios, right, in class 12. So in accounting ratios, whatever ratios we are making, how are we able to find out those ratios? uh, the, this is all because of these financial statements. Then, to meet legal and regulatory requirements, companies are often required by law to prepare and file financial statements with government and regulatory bodies. So again, these statements only help them. Then to evaluate management's performance, we've already talked about, right, that these statements make a base for finding out, for judging the effectiveness and competence of company's management team, and to support planning and forecasting, that is for future. Okay, now we move to understand what are different types of financial statement. Okay, so yeah. So usually financial statements generally include two major statements, that is balance sheet, statement of profit and loss, which are required for external reporting as well as for internal need of the management, like making strategic choices for the company, planning for the future, and taking control over the various aspects of the company. Okay. Then apart from this, there is also a need to know about the movement of fund in the company, right? And so for this purpose, this cash flow statement is prepared. So in all, we have these three types of statements, that is statement of profit and loss or income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. Every company which is has to, number one, has to register under the Companies Act of 2013. Now, prior to this, we in our country we had Companies Act of 1956. So the companies not operate in the financial or in the business market. It was mandatory earlier for them to register under the Companies Act of 1956. Now we have much improved act in front of us, that is of 2013. So companies are registered under this act. So as per the need and requirement of the act, the companies have to prepare their balance sheet, statement of profit and loss, note to accounts thereto, in accordance with the manner prescribed in the revised Schedule 3 to Companies Act of 2013. Okay, now how it is done, that will be taken in the next video. So that's all for today's session, students. I hope you all understood the topic. Keep practicing, and I'll see you the next time. If you have any doubts, please contact me through my Urban Pro profile. Thank you.